places you will ever be in, and they love their ducks.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback extends the play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes a handoff. It's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Soft spot in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Give to the back. Slithers into space. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw, it's Manning. Snag in the middle. It's Wingo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Great pass is complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him! And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Moore will throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in down the middle. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wingo. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now he's looking into the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And the comeback is on.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Runs through the tackle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns are on the move. On the move, it's Baxter. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Skips away from pressure. The throw. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of...
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Oh, better look out! Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That's caught. It's Green. Made a defender miss. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
Moore to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. A lot of urgency for this offense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air, it's Manning. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles and later in the game.
Still looking on the move. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw at Simpson. Quarterback adapting. Short gain on the play before he slides.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Miller with the ball. Still on his feet. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moore to the air. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's Whittington. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. There he goes. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. That's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to run for it. Fights off a defender. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. To the air, it's Simpson. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab down the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's caught. Touchdown tie.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Moore will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Can't get him to the ground. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get it to the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Looking to buy time. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up.
Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Moore to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, going to the air. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, and the ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got him on the return. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The run from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Gashing the knee on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. And better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked, he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play, don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the sling.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a team.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Moore will throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it for a big play. He's loose. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what the...
Turning it on! Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown time! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on 3rd down for this offense. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense. Forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Scrambling away. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He's open on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Let's it go to the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're playing at home. Trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
Looking left. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Defense in press coverage. Moore to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out of the backfield, throw the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he bouncing his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. That's caught. It's Moore. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance. You got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Moore will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He might want another play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Bryant. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get into the 32. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Moore to the air. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore will throw. Looking deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Forced out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Brings it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They want to throw it. That's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to the air. Going over the top. He's got it on the left. Turns on the... He smashes his way through again. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
Looking to take a shot. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Moore will throw. Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking for a deep man. Snags it at the 30, still running. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts
looking for the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Moore to the air. Steps away to find some room. On the run deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Finds his big tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB, you've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Moore will throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Hauls it in down the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it up. End zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good vision and determination there to find its way up to the 23. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. But a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And the Ducks are flying down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Moore to the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what... on the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
41.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Base 27 jump.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give from the gun. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Davison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Davison. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He leaves it with his back. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped a run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding you're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Looking for the score. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed, and